Good evening. Today, let us study about our day-to-day life. Our day-to-day life has three aspects, largely speaking. One is thinking, thought, or you may say create image. Another, breathing. Another is activity. Or movement, motion, physical motion. Breathing also has some differentiated form, that words, speech, words, or speaking. Now, what is image or what is thought? We are standing on the surface of the earth. And we are this environment, so-called atmosphere, air, where is carbon dioxide, oxygen are there, right? And nitrogens, etc. But beyond the air, vibration is always coming, vibration. Some vibration is coming from far away, billions of light years away. Cosmic rays, radiations, solar wind or solar light, various things coming. We take constant. The way to take is take from here, constant take. Coming in here. Or other vibration, like more long wave, such as sound coming through the air, light coming through eyes, and more far away, the various vibration, radiation coming here. So here, this area is taking in vibrational world, taking into the body. Constantly taking in. While this area, constantly taking in also the earth force, constant. That earth rotates. Naturally, the centrifugality goes by together with rotations. That earth force constantly fed through this, the toes and back, as well as the genital organs taking. So between heaven and earth force, we are And when these forces are collide, their energy center creates. That we call chakra. Chakra, energy center. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Energy center. These energy center, chakra, is respectively distributing energy, its area. Respectively distributing energy. And in Oriental medicine called these three chakras, bodies, this triple heater or three heat. This. India they call 7 chakras. Then all energies or vibration coming from hand, coming from head, or coming to the surface of the body, or coming to the foot or toes, all go to this chakra line. All go chakra. And from here again distribution goes. This is something like stem. Then this is something like branch. That branch, mainly 12 branches, 12 meridian goes. Then out of each meridian, more branches goes, hundreds of branches. And then furthermore, thousands of branches. Millions and billions. Each final points, each cells are all fed energy. Each cell, energy. So, suppose here are trillions of cells, trillions of energy stream going on at the periphery. And so each cell alive, being charged by that energy. Not only nutritional factors such as protein, carbohydrate, minerals, but charge going on, charge, energy charge. Like battery in the car. However beautifully made batteries, unless electric charge goes, battery don't move. Same things. The life force or life energy comes from heaven and earth constant. And that are distributed to all cells, and so cell alive. Same things, organs. Organ move by that. Like this force, here that you have a heart, right? Heart is being charged with this force, heaven and earth force. And this force, when charged, doesn't go this way. Doesn't goes. So heart moves. The same thing in the intestines, same thing like stomach motions, etc. All go by this. If you do move, run, then this pump of energy becomes faster. So heart becomes. So if you lay down, then this don't come much. So heart slow down. At that time, heart receive from here, from this chakra, receive energy. As well as here, but here was receive. Thus, among that, the force, heaven's force, coming in like that, earth's force. This chakra line, heaven and earth force, most actively coming. But right side of body is more earth force go, left side body more heaven's force go. More go. As a result, if you have heart, left side chamber, right chamber. Right chamber is more fed by earth force, while left chamber more fed by heaven's force. Same thing, two breasts. Right breast fed by more this force, left side breast fed more heaven's. Same thing, two ovaries. Same thing, two testicles. Same thing, two kidneys. Similarly to heart. Similarly brains. So each those pair organs have different function, different nature. Direction is different. Same thing, right hand, left hand. One is using certain things, others using opposite things. And so, this heaven and earth complementary forces, functions, governing whole body. But when this comes, quality of cells, quality of organs. For example, how much mineral, or what kinds of mineral, and whether cell is more contracted, cell is more watery, cell is more expanded, cell is more soft or more various, more functional or not. Quality of cell, quality of organs. That determines what kinds of image and thought comes, and what kinds of activity we can do. Everyone receives this. Everyone receives. As long as you are living upon the earth. So everyone in that sense equal base. But some is very brilliant, some is not. Some is the action is very quick, some is not. That difference is, universe earth is same, but quality is different. Quality of cell, quality of organs, quality of blood cells, streams, lymph, so forth, all this different. That quality is decided by what we are eating. What do we take in from? So by what do we take in, brain cells different, change. As a result, image is different. Source of image is same for everyone. But machines or transistor or computer machines which translate into image, that quality of machine is different, all self-defined. So what you eat, certain things, certain type of image you translate. The other day, I don't dream much. The other day, while I was sleeping, I dreamed snake. Snake came. Weird. I felt strange. Why snake? I dream. Why that night, while sleeping, snake came out? So naturally, as a macrobiotic person, although often binging, thought, what did I eat? Which made this quality different than other days. So I must have eaten something which I didn't eat, usual case. So I thought breakfast usually I don't eat, lunchtime or afternoon dinner. What did I eat? Then I found that must be, I see, that must be. So 4 or 5 days later again I tried that. Then that night again snake came out. So snake is creation of certain food. Right? Snake. Image of snake. Now what kind of food did I eat? Snake. Huh? What food? Of course, I don't touch ice cream. I don't touch steak. What kind? Snake. Eel. I don't eat eel. Maybe 20 years, once 20 years eel I eat. It's just much. Because I don't like long things, except noodles. Snake.
Poison MSG.
What is it? Snake. What create your brain? What make your brain to image snake? Apples. Snake is living what kind of environment? Ground and dark, not much sun. And very moist, watery place. Okay? Ground, watery, right, place. Okay? Then, ground and watery things among our food, what is it? Lotus root in the pond. Potato. Ground, many leaves or whatever there, bushes or whatever there. Very watery, wet, muddy. What kind of things grow here? And there the snake goes. What kind of things grow here? Rice cake. What kind of things grow wild here? Watery or muddy and bushy.
Is it ferns?
They themselves is watery. Also delicious.
Water chestnut?
What time of the year grows? Is that summer, right?
You don't know? Give up. Oh, you don't easily give up. This is, should be summertime. Summer. Because snake comes summer. Summertime grow those bushy, watery place. What kind of thing, wild things grow? Humid soil, bushy, leaves goes. What kind of thing grow? There are snakes often living.
Bamboo?
Cucumber is more high like that. Cranberry is more fall. Berries, berries, including strawberry and blueberries. Berries. I ate this much bowl of berries. This much. Blueberry. This much. That night, snake. It's very interesting. Very interesting. The other nights, I saw strange dream. Some macrobiotic girls, woman, and we were something like moving, like immigration or whatever, moving, traveling as a group. Microbiotic boys and girls, man and woman, mountain to field, etc. Then came the phrase, like Gulf is there, Gulf. Trees like that. big trees. Okay? Then we came to here. Okay? We are standing. We are taking rest. Then enemy attacked. Came this way. Many enemies came. They tried to capture this woman, these women, macrobiotic. So, macrobiotic man, one by one jumping down from the girls and started to fight. Started to fight. Meanwhile, woman is there, right? And also several boys, they're protecting them, right? Guarding. Woman is so nice. They are fighting, boys fighting. But enemy has the weapons. We were very peaceful. We didn't have weapons. So our friends, one by one, injured. So by then I was here. I thought we need some weapons. And look around, then we were carrying umbrella for the traveling umbrella. So quickly went umbrella's place, right? And all peeled off, right? And then the umbrella, right? That metal, right? And also umbrella there, that metal is frame it. Right? Quickly take out frames, and I gave those guarding several boys, bunch of those, what is this metal. And I said, let's go. Everyone jumped down. And together with that, umbrellas went. Then enemy became so surprised. And we are one by one, we are beating enemies. Enemy retreat. So now we quickly came back and we started to move red here. Then several boys, including me, also waiting, watching here whether enemy come again or not. The enemy again came. So again we jumped down and fight. That's dream I saw. It's very strange dream. Usually I never see the dream of fighting and battles. Many years. But that I saw. I thought, what happened is, my brain is now becoming crazy? Am I now from peaceful mind to the warmongers? What is this? And I was thinking long time. Then flash came. Yes, that's it. I ate something last evening, which I didn't touch for many years. What is it? What is it? The Gulf woman, women's, boys fight with spears. That dream. What to make that dream?
Spice, garlic and spice.
At that time, I became like that, right?
Somebody when you were a child, the parents.
Later.
If Freud listened this story, Freud may say, well, that is a frustration of sex or something. What is this? Fortunately, I'm not Freud. What the character among various animals, insects, or whatever? This is what character?
Primitive.
Definitely no atomic bomb. Here are some group or home or whatever nest, right?
Honey.
This is enemy whatever. Here the male fights with spare. What is this? This is bees. Right? I ate honey. Didn't eat this way. Right? I ate muffin which contain honey. Right? That night became honey. No, became bees. That one. Huh? Bees. You understand, right? This is exactly bees. Huh? I'm acting as bees. I met in Switzerland some young girls, about 20 years old girls, two sisters. Their mother was mentally crazy. Mother was very much afraid of anything touching. She thinks bacteria, virus contamination was. So she's afraid to touch. She's afraid to touch the dishes. She's afraid to touch telephones. When telephone rings, she's afraid to touch the doorknob. So literally, she can't do anything. Everywhere she thinks poison or virus or bacteria there. She was hospitalized, mental institution. They couldn't help. She came home. The family couldn't stand, so again she went to hospitals. Again they couldn't solve, again came back. And at home, mother was getting worse and worse and worse. And meanwhile, those two girls, high school, college age, they couldn't go to school. Often they have to come back to home to take care of mother, and they have to cook, they have to take care of home, etc. And so they were very, very, very unhappy. And they came crying. What shall we do? There is no hope but mother. So I said, it's very simple to cure. She is seeing image. So we must change her diet, food. Now, what kind of food she has been eating? Now she has been eating what kind of food?
Canned food. Canned food.
She's very afraid of bacteria, virus, etc. What kind of food she's eating? She was eating all sanitized food, such as canned food, right? Chemicalized food, etc. Right? Several years ago, they moved to that area, Switzerland. Father changed his occupation and he started to work food factory. That food factory making canned food. Every Friday, father bring canned food. Canned vegetable, canned this, canned that, etc. Canned corn, etc. Mother is eating that every day. While girls, of course, eat at home that, but often school lunch, this and that, outside eating goes. Father also eating also outside, but mother, who is staying home eating almost exclusively this canned. Then you can imagine what I did. I suggested, right, to cure this condition. What did I suggest? Throw out all artificial food and get organic vegetables, organic grain, organic beans, okay? Non-chemicalized, non-spray. Okay? And begin to feed him. Okay? 6 months later, completely cured. Okay? After 5-6 years struggle. So her image, dream, distorted by canned food. Similarly now, modern people's eating canned food, spray goods, chemicalization, etc. Naturally, all modern people's image is distorted. Quality of brain cells change different from 30, 50 years ago's brain. Same things, someone eat honey, someone eat hamburger, someone eat banana, someone drink Coca-Cola. All this day by day changing. By that image comes, dream comes. Dream. That dream, in the case of honey, is still not much big dream. But in the case of greasy, oily food or meat, beef steak, etc., then dream of hydrogen bomb or this, that, etc. goes. Dreams, mass murdering, etc. goes. So life is dream. Right? Life is dream. And they think, what they image is their life, is a true. They mix up their delusional dream, illusional dream, and true reality. Because only that way they see dream. So, what we have to do is we must see always true dream, true reality, true, not delusional dream. So if you eat honey, if you eat chemicalized food, if you eat steak or so forth, if you eat unnecessary berries, etc., then you see illusional dream. By that brain, you interpret day-to-day life. So naturally, all wrong vision they have of the world, the universe, of the people, of their direction of life. So naturally, when they eat or divided, analyzed, the defined flour products or meat products or this and that, chopped food, etc. Then when cancer arises, when diabetes arises, when this arises, they use that brain and try to figure out solution. So delusion goes. Cannot see truth, reality. Or delusionally they see. Superstitially they see it. They interpret. So can't find out the solution. And so true, real dream we must see. True, real dream, of course, that as a human race, as human beings, not as snake, not as bees, the true, real dream as a human being must see. For that, the grains, whole grains, that make true dream, reality. So when you eat whole grains, then, on the macrobiotic way, nighttime you do not dream at all. Okay? And if sometimes dream, that is true dream. Truth you see as dream. Someone dies, then that really happened or will happen. Someone got accident, you dream, then that will definitely happen or happened or that moment happening. Okay? True dreams while you are sleeping. And that brain, so day-to-day actions, because of that quality, interpret true dream. So you are seeing true figures of everyone, every world, this that. Otherwise, all delusion you are seeing. This thought and dreams is the directing our action. Our action. When you see certain dream, we to realize that But we want to achieve that, you act. Activity, motion. But before that, here, that is, dream see this way. Action comes this way. In between here, breathing, words. That is making this image dream transmitting to the movement. Among breathing, breathing is more undifferentiated. And abstract way. Transmit transmitting of dream to the action. Breathing. Suppose when you see suddenly unexpected things like ghost or what a monster, breathing stop. There. Then just frozen. Frozen. When breathe in and stop. At that time, just stop. But when breathing out, your body how comes? More tense or more relaxed? Breathing out, more relaxed. When breathing in, become more tense. Okay? Right? And so while breathing in on the way, stop. Then tense and stop motion. So while this breathing in and out is smoothly going on, your body function going on smoothly. And in samurai, duel by sword or whatever, duel. At that time, each samurai, they try to find out when opponent is breathe in or breathe out. Suppose if samurai, his enemy, his opponent, when his opponent is breathing in, at that time his condition becoming what? More tension going on, right? While he is breathing out, more relaxing going on. Okay? Suppose you attack him by sword, you attack. At that time, which time is better? Breathing in time or breathing out time? Breathing out. Opponent breathing out, the muscle, etc., becoming more relaxing. Okay? At that time, attack. Right? Because it can't respond quickly. Right? So, breathing in and out, making your action tension, relax. Tension, relax, or contraction and expansion. Contraction, expansion. And when you breathe, speedy. And when you breathe slowly, slowly long way, this again different. Very different. While you are running, you breathe. While you are walking, more slowly. While you are sleeping, much more slowly. While you are thinking, while you are smoking, while you are eating, breathing all different. Breathing actually transmitting your image, your dream, your image into the action. The bridge between action and image, or thinking and image, thinking and action, you are doing by breathing. And that breeze, in and out goes. And faster, more young, or slow, more in. Also, right side nose breathing, left side nose breathing also different. Someone supposing thinking like that, breathing, then he is automatically breathing by this nose. While doing this way, he is automatically breathing by this nose. By that, different effects goes. This side is what force? Heaven's force, earth's force? Earth's force. This. So, if you do breathing by this, and if you do breathing by that, different effect. Your body, energy accelerate towards this way by breathing this. Energy accelerate towards that way by breathing by this. Okay? This is energy go. This is going. If you like to make yourself quiet down, this breathing, nose breathing. If you like to hyper, more active, this way you breathe. When you think more quiet down, you breathe this way. When you think more romantic, hyper way, then you breathe this way. Automatically you are adjusting. Automatically you are doing. And this breathing, you are controlling many ways. Although you may not notice day to day, while walking, while eating, while sitting on the toilet, goes. All controlling breathing. Same thing when you drink coffee, when you meet the sweetheart and talking, or when you write a book, or when you watch the televisions, when you watch the movies. All different breathing you are doing, which many people do not notice because that is day to day just going on. But if you know it, controlling breathing more consciously, then more effective result comes for your actions. That breathing trainings is like traditional, like yoga training, etc. is doing also. But after you finish the level 3, we can do in the mountain, the eating very simply, and we can study all those things. And anyway, breathing, now thought image goes by the quality. Then with to meet that image, you control breathing automatically. You are selecting your breathing. And then also you select words. That word is not undifferentiated. That is determined. Determining direction and ways to perform action. Worth, helping, worth. Now you have image. Okay? Suppose you ate honey, then you eat image. Then you are now bees. You ate honey this much, so you are now bees. Then bee acts as bee. At that time, breathing going on like that way, and words. I am bees, let's fight, etc. That words make determine its action, its direction, its ways. Okay? Words make the image which are being transmitted by breathing, make frozen into certain shape. That is words. So, from long time, ancient time, right, people say, if you speak, then that is realized. Okay? Or when you curse, that curse remains many years. Right? That kind of word is there, right? Saying is there. When you speak out, means next is your action. Image now took place by your words to be realized, to become reality. For that you use words. These words, again you have various words of them. Right? Thousand words you are daily using. But everyone, even though you express one idea, everyone uses different words. Okay? No one uses exactly same sentence. Everyone uses different way. Why everyone uses different way? Because everyone's image is different. Everyone's therefore breathing is different. So everyone's words is different. And then everyone's words that have power is different. Power of everyone's words. Someone is very strong, someone is weak. Words is sound, you may say, right? Series of sound. Series of sound, right? That series of sound is something like most when you open the mouth big. Is most instant. Okay? Most in big space. Or infinity. When you close mouth, or teeth type, or if we breathe out nose, N sound comes. Like M, N I sound. E M. This sound is closed sound. This sound open sound. Open. This sound closed. This show biggest one. Meaning biggest. Most expanded one. Right? Most expanded. This shows small, compacted. Compact. Contract. And infinitesimal small. It's infinite. Then between that, there are many sounds. If half open, in between, those sounds. In between, just in between. Then furthermore, between this, between that, between this, between that, various shape of mouth and tongues, motions. By that, various sound comes. F sound, H sound, and P sound, etc., etc. S sound, so various sound. So you do, if you like sound. Sound has 7 orbits. 7 orbits of sound. Beginning from R sounds. Ending like closed. E, M, N, those sounds. In between, U, U, E, O, U, E, O sound is there. Okay? And between that, many other sound goes. If you pronounce from here towards this way, you are making contraction, things taking in. If you pronounce from here towards this way, you are making goes like this. Your action goes this way. So if you are doing pronounce in between, then your action is in between action. Goes. For example, in English, I am. I am. All this way pronunciation. I am means all this egocentric way expressing. I am. While if you say mama, ma, opposite, mama, or ya, opposite, ya, more move that. Mama, move, seeking that milk or mama or whatever. Baby, when come into this world, first they say mama, because I am came from infinite. Now I am now very infinitesimal, M. But now going towards going towards infinity. Now action goes growing towards expanding towards that. Not this way, towards that. So mama. For him, declaration, I will grow towards infinity. I will grow towards, there are my big world, big origins. From here, mama, goes. And for baby, it's very difficult to pronounce opposite. Very difficult. Because baby is now growing towards this way. So mama. But if growing stopped, and only taking in comes, at that time, I am. Then when you say I am, pointing out towards this way, no one never point out that way. I am. More constructive, of course. Okay? So, by using the words, you are determining what kinds of action you take. Okay? And your image now here. That is not yet action, image. Now by breathings, the image started to become formulate some shape, but not yet shape. Then by words, you make that certain shape, direction, shape. Then you to act that way. Okay? Then action. So again, depends on what kinds of words you speak. Either suppose beautiful. Someone say beautiful, someone say pretty, someone say magnificent, someone says glorious, someone says wonderful, right? Someone say excellent, etc., etc. Right? Various words is there. By selecting that words, actually he is determining its action, its response. And by that selection of words, if carefully listening, we know what kind of action comes next. At the same time, what kind of personality, more inward personality, more outgoing personality, we know it. Right? When you become more, train yourself. While you are talking with the sick people or whoever, about half minutes or 1 minute listen, then you know immediately what kind of person or what kind of organ function, etc. going on now. Because the selection of words, what kind of words they are speaking. By that, you know immediately. Then, that part anyway, we study future. Okay? Then suppose, after this is determined and fixed ideas and the direction is determined by words, then actions. Okay? That action is, this part is taking. Okay? Now, breathing and words, then take. words also making influence in this part. For example, if you do, suppose this, let's take any sound, okay. Right? Say this. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. And what part of body moves? Ha 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 ha. What part of body is vibrating? Please check. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. This part is moving, right? This part don't move. Eh? Right? The same things. Suppose you say G. What part moves? Hair moves. Kidney part is moving. Vibrate. Kidney part. Huh? Suppose you say E sound. Where your constriction goes. Where constriction? This part. Stomach part. Please try again. Stomach. Okay? Same thing like ka, if you pronounce ka, 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 ka. Then liver regions. All these, okay? All these areas by sound kidney regions, lung regions, all different. Suppose someone's name is Hana. Hana. Okay? Hana. She's Hana. My name is Hana. Someone said George. My name is George. Okay? Then Hana, George, lung type of person, kidney type of person. More lung is activated, Hana. More kidney is activated, George. And at any rate, while you are using words, yes, maybe thousands of words every day you are using in the different combinations. That time, these bodies, this part, that part, activate. Okay? By that, while you are talking, orientation going on for actions. Right? So, by words, you do focusing, determining direction and ways of action, characterizing the action. Okay? Then you go action. So, again, chantings or speech, etc., is very important factors to regulate your action, your behaviors. So when you speak vulgar words, you act vulgar way. When you speak noble words, you act noble way. When you speak poetic, you act poetic way. When you speak theoretical, you become theoretical person. When you speak more aesthetic, you become aesthetic person. All right? And when you become angry, then you become angry person. Then next is we do action. Action, activity. This action and activities you studied, right? You studied our form is, right? Our form in the mother's womb, we were the spiral, right? Spiral. We are the all spirals. Here's also spiral. Okay? Whole body was spiral. So, action is go, spiralic motion. Either contracting spiral or expanding spiral. Okay? Contracting or expanding, or contracting or expanding. Okay? Or lifting, right? Like lifting like that. That means contraction of spiral. If you kick, that means extension of spiral. Okay? Quick extension of spiral. Okay? And at that time, you can't do, suppose, when you kick, like yeah, or but yeah, always yeah. If you pronounce opposite way, you can't kick. You can't put I pronounce and I cancel this. Again, periphery, E center. So when you do extension, you go pronounce that way, yat. When you contract, you pronounce this way, right? That way, automatically you are doing, controlling by words your action, okay? Right? And so, if you do slowly, slowly extending, slowly contracting, slowly making towards inner spirals, slowly making towards outer spirals, that we use various type of combination words which manage that motion. Then, some singing goes together with motion. Or like music background goes together with like ballet dance, etc. That's also, that sound to be certain way must go, otherwise those motion can't happen. Or opposite motion will happen. Right? And so there, our action, motion, go always spiralically, and extension contractions in between, how speedy, how slowly we go, controlled. And not only each portion's bodies or whole body's extension and contraction, yin and yang, but also action as a whole. Either you go towards counterclockwise, whether you go clockwise, in other words, whether you use this foot more, or whether you use that foot more, by that, this foot is that earth force, this foot is more heaven's force. Whether you use earth force or heaven's force more, your motion goes whether goes that. Okay? And furthermore, when you bend, when you are down, you use earth force more. When you stand, you use more heaven's earth force. And also, as a whole, whether you dissolve spirals or whether you make contraction with spirals goes. Between two spirals, contracting spiral clockwise, no, counterclockwise, or the dissolving way, counterclockwise dissolving way, counterclockwise contracting way, or clockwise dissolving way, or clockwise clockwise contracting way. 4 different action we do. 4 different actions. Is a counterclockwise dissolving or contracting, or clockwise dissolving contracting. 4 different basic actions we do. Between that, while we are doing, many fluctuation goes, but all of them is spiral also goes. And while we are doing that, yin attracts yang, yang attracts yin goes. In other words, when you scratch your, suppose when you play, suppose this is one action. This sum, that sum, this sum show earth force, yin. This sum show heaven touch. This the opposite, heaven, earth. This earth, heaven. Heaven, earth. Earth, heaven. So earth, earth, earth. Heaven, heaven, heaven. And then heaven, heaven. Earth, earth. Goes. So you do togetherness, heaven and earth force together. If you do, one finger slip out, you feel very strange, something unbalanced, because each combination is not heaven and earth. Each combination is heaven and heaven, earth and earth, etc. Or you feel very uncomfortable. Right? So you don't do always like that, because you seek harmony, comfort. Same things. Suppose this finger, right hand, this is earth force. Earth. This is heaven. This is earth. This is heaven. Right, let's see. This suppose this. This is as a whole heaven hand. Heaven. This is heaven. This is earth. This is heaven. This is earth. This is heaven. You may say yang, yin, yang, yin, yang. This is sum. And this is earth force, heaven force, earth force, heaven force, earth. Yin, yang, yin, yang, yin. As a whole, this is earth. Okay? As a whole, this is more earth. This light side, right hand. This more left hand. More this. So when you use fingers, you use always yin attracts yang, yang attracts yin, yin repel yin, yang repel yang. Always. Suppose when you scratch your upper lid, upper, what finger do you use? When you are itchy or something, you scratch. Please try what finger you are using automatically. What finger? Middle one. Right hand middle one. What that is? Heaven's finger or earth's finger? Earth's finger. I did this motion. Force for eyelid, upper eyelid, what is coming? This is heaven's force coming. Okay? So you do earth's force. But when you do lower lid, what finger you use? This one. Okay? All right? Because here earth force coming. Okay? Earth. So you use this heaven's force. Right? Right? Always go like that. Same thing when you scratch head, when you scratch nose, when you scratch certain place, you use yin and yang attract each other. Okay? That way you are using all the time. So action is always, in big way, action is spiral. And that sometimes that spiral is big spiral. So if we take the 100 meter, the 200 meter, then just straight line. Okay? But anyway, all action go spiralically. And all action go either contracting or expanding. And all in between, all behaviors goes yin attracts yang, yang attracts yin repel yin, yang repel yang. You are doing that. Okay? Right? Right. And by that, you try. Right? You are trying to achieve your dream. But however you do, if this dream is delusion, then you can't achieve it, right? In vain, unless that is true dream. Okay? Reality. For that, as well as you make a sound, very powerful, clear sound, and your breathings, very smooth breathing, and bodies to be very flexible. Any kind of motion you can do, must eat. To unite all activities, must eat macrobiotic way. Then image become true one, breathing becoming very orderly, and words become clear, and the unnecessary wishy-washy words disappear. And then action becoming very flexible action. Whatever action you can do freely. Okay? They are the secret of macrobiotic life living is there. Okay? Then, for that actions, yes, yoga, exercise, Tai Chi Chuan exercise, or Aikido exercise, etc. Great. So do it. Huh? Do it. However, also very important thing is to realize your dream every day busy, active. Huh? That is very important. Huh? Active. Huh? Keep yourself busy. Huh? Keep yourself busy. Image dream, eat well, and chew well. Don't eat before sleep, then you see true dream day to day. Breathing, you do posture well, and try to breathe long way, breathing out. Breathing in is more short, out is longer. In is short. More long way out. Sometimes we do breathing exercise or words exercise, etc. We can do sometime after you finish the studies. Then activities as you keep yourself busy to realize this dream. Right? Then, if image is certain way, breathing doesn't coordinate with that, then you become crazy. And words does not coordinate with that, that means you are a liar. Words is telling different from what you think, your image. If breathing does not coordinate with a thought, we call that mad person, crazy mad person. And when words does not coordinate this, that is we call liar, like telling lie, liar. And if action doesn't coordinate thought, breathing, words, we call that lazy person. Laziness. Sick, lazy. Okay? All these things are one. Okay? You are now here. This is this world. Breathing is this air world. Words is making like the wind. Right? Air making certain directions, certain intensity, density you make by words. Right? So by words you are governing, you are directing air words, the world of air. Then by action you do it. So this is all in the vibrational atmospheric world. This act one. When that don't act one, separate goes, we call that sickness. Sick. Disease. This doesn't work well. That is psychological disease. This doesn't work well. That is physical disease, we call it. Right? So, It is, if you think our life, it is very simple, but very mysterious. It's so wonderful, so wonderful. You are something like spirals which arise in the ocean of infinity. And you go spiralic life. And there in attraction, young attraction, you are moving. And eventually you dissolve your spirals, return to its origin, infinity. Return to your origin. Dissolve this. And so, that world, there is no goodness, badness. There is front and back is there. Up and down is there. Speedy or slowness there. But there is no good and bad. There is no punishment, no crimes there. Whether you are unhappy or sick or torturing means this coordination doesn't go well. And you see delusion. And you breathe chaotically. You speak chaotic words. And you do chaotic action. All this can be corrected, united, and become perfect one by macrobiotic life. This part, some religious exercise do in some religion. This part, some yoga exercises do. This part, some teaching, etc. do. This part also some teaching, etc. do. But whole is to be as one, to be practiced, to be taught. That is the macrobiotic way course. However, many macrobiotic peoples, because who have been eating in the past so much meat and eggs, sugar, still delusion going on from time to time. As a result, and also still rigidities, like not flexibility. So, although I am telling very simple way, clear way that the universe, life, etc., many people still can't understand it. So, still sticking food part only, or still sticking this part, that part, and seeking this religion or that yoga technique, this and that, etc. goes. So, I want to have you, after study, Kushi Institute, then you go out and try to help many people. Then from time to time, let's get together and study this breathing, word, and thought. How make this? At that time already you were eating well and you gained the body flexibility already for some years, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Then breathing become much easy, words become much easy, thought also become much easy. Thought alone, this infinite depth goes. Because you are manifestation of infinite universe. And all of you, all biological evolution, more than 3 billion years biological evolution, all there. So all memory of universe, memory is here. So when you do develop your consciousness, or when you meditate, your ultimate consciousness is same consciousness with as entire this whole universe itself. Conscious. Which everyone can have it. Actually, which everyone has it. Beyond time and space. Beyond thousands of lives before. Beyond 1,000 lives after. Already you have it. But cannot really feel it, cannot really realize it, because from time to time wishy-washy image comes, right? Like in the clean skies, white cloud comes, or the dark cloud comes, right? And then disappears, and again cloud comes. It's like that way, coming by sugar, by honey, by this, by that. Then breathing should be naturally goes, but you do not know this breathing how go. So often breathing spoil this, breathing spoil that. Cannot coordinate. Words, also selection words and power of words, many of you do not know it. So they are again making confusion this and confusion that. And action, still rigid tightness is there, so cannot do action well. Right? So by macrobiotic practice, we are making body flexible, breathing easy, words very clear, and no more delusion we are doing. And this may take, of course, depends on person. Someone may be 3 years, someone may be 7 years, someone may be 10 years, 15 years, 20 years may take. Depends on how from mother's womb, from single cell, this repetition of 3 billion biological evolutions, mother's womb, and after that growing, what kinds of food, what kinds of activity, what kinds of image, etc. has been used to have. But everyone can achieve it. Everyone. So we do, although you have been thinking, right, macrobiotic can cure various sickness and coping various sickness. But that is only part of macrobiotic effects. Right? So let's study future, very near future. More large, in-depth dimension of what you can do. And just what I want to say today is, number one, many people now seeing delusion, illusion, by what they eat. Second, therefore, many people do not see reality truth. Truth is this universe is kingdom of heaven. Truth is, if we wipe out delusions, immediately everyone become happy. The third, the thought, breathing, action to be one. One. And if delusion, then all this result become the delusion. If it's true dream, then all become true, realized. What do you see, what do you want to realize? If you can't realize, although you are eating well, that means your dream was delusion. That's why you cannot realize. If that is true dream, and if you are eating well, then you can realize it. So, Oriental countries use China, Japan, realization. They call canal pronunciation. This is mouse. This is cross, yin and yang, cross. If you eat well, then you can realize things. Exact God. Kind of achievement, realization is cross. You will change your image. That means you will change your universe. You start to see universe differently. Before and after you begin eating well, you change blood, body all change. Because this interpreting machine all start to change. And you become much more, your consciousness become much more wider and wider and wider. And then you understand what Jesus really said, what Moses wanted to do, what Buddha really wanted to say. You understand. Same thing, Lao Tzu, etc. And same thing when you close your eye, you know ancestor, two generations ago, 3 generations, 10 generations ago, or 3 generations later, 5 generations later, or 10 generations later, offsprings, as well as your own previous life, etc., futures. You know it. Right? Because your consciousness is universe itself. So you can see. To that extent, you have to be releasing, developing yourself. Right? And everyone can do it. Everyone can. So let's study and realize it.